Gotta be before Thanksgiving.
It will be before. Sorry.
If you could do it after, then make it
Good evening, Washington Courthouse. It is 7:30 PM on November 9th, 2022. Time for our first regular meeting of the month. At this time, I have the honor of doing the invocation, and Mr. Johnson will lead us in the pledge. If you're able, and would like to stand, that would be great. Dear God, we just thank you for all the blessings that you have given to this country, to our state, and to this community. God, we know we don't deserve all of them, but we're so thankful to you that you give us what we need, not what we deserve. So God, be with us this evening as we make decisions to help the people of this community, and help us to keep in mind that that is the purpose for what we do. Again, we thank you for all of our blessings. We ask that you continue to bless this city as we go into the holiday season. And God, be with all of our families and all of the citizens. Pray all these things in the name of your Son. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Roll call, Kelly.
Hernandez. Here. Johnson.
Here.
Schultz.
Here.
Blair.
Here.
Chrisman.
Here.
Hawk.
Here.
Lynch.
Here. We have 3 sets of minutes to approve. First, the regular council meeting held on October 26, 2022. Did anybody see any need to change anything? I didn't, but I might have missed something. If not, do we have a motion to accept?
I'll make a motion to accept those minutes.
I'll second that.
Very good. And
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
yes. Next, we have the special meeting that we had on October 27th. Any changes there? Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes from October 27th.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, Kelly.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Abstain.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. And finally, our special meeting on October 28th, 2022. Any changes there?
I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes as printed. Second. October 20th, there you go.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. And roll call, Kelly.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. Any communications, Mr. Denon?
None.
We have 2 reports of council committees, starting with our finance and personnel. Mr. Blair, what do you got for us?
Okay, Mr. Chairman, thank you, sir. Finance and Personnel meeting conducted October the 26th, 2022. The Finance and Personnel Committee met in the City Council chambers of 105 North Main Street on Wednesday, October 26, 2022 at 6 p.m. Mr. Jim Blair presided, and those in attendance were Mr. Jim Chrisman, council member, Mr. Steve Schultz, council member, Mr. Ted Hawk, council member, Mr. Caleb Johnson, council member, Ms. Kendra Hernandez, council member, Mr. Dale Lynch, council chairperson, Mrs. Christina Collins, finance director, Mr. Joseph Denon, city manager, and Mr. Mark Pitstick, city attorney. The committee benefited from a review of the statement of cash for the month ending in September. The committee benefited from a review of the investments of the City of Washington Courthouse. Mrs. Collins noted that some investments may be moved after reviewing the past few months of gains and losses. The committee noted that the new income tax software has been purchased citizens will be able to file and pay their taxes online in the 2023 year. Committee reviewed a proposal distributed by Mr. Blair to engage local government services to assist with accounting matters. A majority of committee recommended that legislation be brought to Friday's special meeting concerning the subject. Committee benefited from a report of personnel matters given by Mr. Denon. The committee noted that the city had promoted Jody Langley to the assistant chief position and Casey Coyle to captain position at the fire department. The administration advised the committee that Mr. Stephen Elrich and Mr. Bill Michael were hired for the open firefighter positions. Mr. Denon noted that the AFSCME contract had been completed. The committee recommended that legislation be brought to council. The administration noted that the police department would be applying for 2 grant opportunities for departmental and personnel use. And finally, the committee recommended that legislation be brought to council, recommending Dane Blamer to the Historic District Review Board. Respectfully submitted, Mr. Jim Blair, Chairperson, Finance and Personnel, Mrs. Kelly Ford, Recording Secretary.
Thank you, Mr. Blair.
Thank you, sir.
Any questions? Mr. Denon, I think you and Mr. Blair and Ms. Collins met with the group today.
Yeah.
That was talked about in his report. Do you want to say anything about that meeting?
Oh, very happy.
So we think we can get a little help there.
Yeah.
Is that true? Very good. Very good. Anything else? Anybody have any questions about? Do we have a motion to accept?
So moved.
Second.
And roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. Next, we have economic strategies and cooperation. That would be Ms. Hernandez. You're up.
The Economic Strategies and Cooperation Committee met in the City Council chambers of 105 North Main Street on Wednesday, October 22nd, 2022 at 5 p.m. I presided, and those in attendance were Mr. Steve Schultz, council member, Mr. Caleb Johnson, council member, Mr. Jim Chrisman, council member, Mr. Jim Blair, council member, Mr. Dale Lynch, council chairperson, Mrs. Chelsea Baker, Economic Development Director, Mr. Mark Pitstick, City Attorney, and Mr. Joseph Denon, City Manager. Number 1, the committee reviewed progress with the industrial development. Number 2, the committee noted the status of various development projects within the community and downtown area. Mrs. Baker noted that there were 37 open projects, 3 new projects within the past month. Number 3, the administration advised the committee that October was Local Manufacturing Month. Mrs. Baker advised Manufacturing Day was held on October 17th. Mrs. Baker noted that local senior students from both Miami Trace and Washington High Schools were given tours of manufacturing facilities, such as Written Industries, Wingate Packaging, USA, Red Collar, Distran, and Distran. Mrs. Baker noted that the event was a success. Mrs. Baker stated that many of the students were unaware that the business existed or what was manufactured. Number 4, the administration advised the committee of a business moving forward with Jobs Ohio grant for expansion in the industrial park. Number 5, the administration advised the committee that Plastilini was close to opening. Number 6, the committee benefited from a review regarding downtown events. The committee noted that a trick-or-treat shop hop was a successful event. Number 7, the administration advised the committee of the upcoming Kick Off the Holiday shop hop to be held on Friday, November 11th, 2022. Number 8, the committee noted that the last car show of the year would be held this Saturday, October 29th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Main Street. Number 9, the committee benefited from a review of business developments within the downtown area. The committee noted that a new business plaque was presented to Main Street Creamery. Number 10, the committee benefited from a review of the facade grant. The administration advised the committee that work was being completed by businesses. The administration continued and stated that over 40 applications were received and 18 were approved. Number 11, the committee reviewed progress with commercial development. The committee noted interest from the community. Number 12, Mrs. Baker presented the second video advertisement for the community. Mrs. Baker continued and stated that a third video focusing solely on the Scarecrow Festival was being completed. Number 13, the administration advised the committee that the business appreciation luncheon presented by Mr. Godwin Apolaya of the OSU Extension Office went well. Number 14, the committee noted that the ribbon cutting for Atomic Credit Union would be held Friday, October 28th at 2 p.m. Number 15, Mrs. Baker advised that she was currently serving on the Adena Hospital Advisory Board. And number 16, the administration noted that the Honda meet and greet went well. The committee noted that Honda had been reaching out to different organizations to be involved in an effort to be with local community events. Respectfully submitted, myself, chairperson, and Mrs. Kelly Ford, recording secretary.
Thank you, Kendra. That was a big report.
That was a big report.
Any questions or comments? And roll call. Oh, do we have a motion? Before roll call.
I'll make a motion that we accept the minutes as written.
Thank you. Second.
I'll second.
And now roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. Mr. City Manager, you're up.
Thank you. It's that time of year, the only worst thing to talk about is road salt. Leaves. If you had bagged leaves, you need to call the service department at 636-2380. We have been going through town to collect loose leaves and will continue to do so. We talked about in committee that the windy weather on Saturday we had things looking pretty decent, and well, then after Saturday they weren't. But I don't know if it was because of the wet year we had until recently. But it seems like there's a tremendous amount of them. But service is diligently working at that. We have been in drought conditions for a while, so we will continue to monitor reserve water. You don't tend to think about it with the cooler temperatures, but it's incredibly dry out there. And that is something that we will pay attention to and make sure that we do not have an issue. Would like to make a note and extend personal thanks to Dane Blamer for his dedicated service over the years to the Historic District Review Board. Dane has always been a very dedicated member, and I'm pleased to see that he is on the agenda for reappointment. Would also like to express thanks to the ASME union that we were able to reach agreement and able to bring that to you tonight, and express full support for the agreement. Also wanted to just talk a little bit about Main Street Creamery, how nice it is down there. That corner has come along so wonderfully. It's a wonderful establishment, and well, I was losing weight, but I don't know about now. Because it's quite conveniently located for me, and it is incredibly nice. The budget, we've got that to the point where it's in draft form. I gave it to the finance department, so they will add, subtract, divide, and cogitate on the subject. And once they are done with that in the back, then we will contact you folks and tell you that we are ready for a budget work session and go over and talk to you about our wonderful, complex, great plans for next year. So that's where we're at there. We'll hopefully be able to move that along relatively quickly so we can get the work session done and get an appropriation ordinance drafted and keep that process moving along. But that has consumed a bit of our time of late, and it's actually something I actually enjoy. I think I'm the only person that does. But that is moving along quite nicely.
Is that it?
Oh, so it is crystal clear. You talked about it in committee. Can somebody make a motion in a second that we are allowed to bid out a contract for removal of sewer sludge?
I'll make that motion that we give permission to bid.
I'll second that.
Anybody want to discuss sludge?
No, nobody wants to discuss it.
Yeah, you.
Except for Ned.
Kelly, roll.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. Anything else, Mr. Denon?
I have nothing else.
Alrighty. Next, Director of Finance is not present. City Attorney.
I have nothing this evening, Mr. Chairman.
Alrighty, and we had
Stop
no,
mowing, it's it, huh?
that's it. We have nobody signed up to speak this evening. So we will start into rather an extensive legislation program here this evening. Starting with that which has been previously introduced, and the first is ordinance number 10, 2022, third reading.
I'll move we put ordinance number 10, 2022 on third reading.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 10-2022, an ordinance rezoning 11 and 15 Commercial Avenue, parcels 214-001-440-001-300, 214-00-440-001-200, from B3 General Business District to CF Community Facilities District.
Could you repeat? Oh, no.
I missed some of those
Move.
numbers.
Move for passage.
Second.
Okay. And roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. Next is ordinance number 11, 2022, third reading.
I'll move that we place ordinance number 11, 2022 on third reading.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 11-2022, an ordinance rezoning 409 Community Drive, parcel 214-01-240-000-200, from R3 Multiple Family District to CF Community Facilities District.
I'll move for passage on that.
Second.
Roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. Next is ordinance number 12, 2022, third reading.
I'll move that we place ordinance number 12, 2022 on a third reading.
I'll second that.
Discussion. Roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 12-2022, an ordinance regulating the storage of tires within the boundaries of the City of Washington Courthouse.
Move for passage.
I'll second that.
Roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. Ordinance number 13, 2022, third reading.
I'll move we put ordinance 13, 2022 on third reading.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 13-2022, an ordinance authorizing Joseph J. Denon, City Manager of the City of Washington Courthouse, or his designee, to abate public nuisance at 324 North Main Street, authorizing a private contract for the payment of the abatement of nuisance, and directing the collecting of the cost of the abatement of nuisance from the owner of the property.
Move for passage.
Second.
Roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. Next is ordinance number 14, 2022, third reading.
I'll move ordinance number 14, 2022 on third reading.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 14-2022, an ordinance accepting annexation on application of owners and establishing original zoning districts of 0.888 acres.
I'll move for passage on that.
Second.
Roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. Moving along to ordinance number 15, 2022. It is second reading.
I move that we place ordinance number 15, 2022 on second reading.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 15-2022, an ordinance authorizing Joseph J. Denon, city manager of the city of Washington Courthouse, or his designee, to abate public nuisance at 304 South North Street, authorizing a private contract for payment of the abatement of nuisance, and directing the collecting of the cost of the abatement of nuisance from the owner of the property.
Next is ordinance number 16, 2022, second reading.
I move that we place ordinance number 16, 2022 on second reading.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 16-2022, an ordinance authorizing Joseph J. Denon, city manager of the city of Washington Courthouse, or his designee, to abate public nuisance at 624 Rawlings Street, authorizing a private contract for the abatement of payment of the abatement of nuisance, and directing the collecting of the cost of the abatement of nuisance from the owner of the property.
Very good. Ordinance number 17, 2022, second reading.
I'll move that we put ordinance 17, 2022 on second reading.
Second.
I'll give it to Ted.
Okay.
He hasn't said much.
Mhm.
Sorry,
No, that is all right.
Where am I? Discuss, did I say discuss? Roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Ordinance number 17-2022, an ordinance authorizing Joseph J. Denon, city manager of the city of Washington Courthouse, or his designee, to abate public nuisance at 828 South Main Street, authorizing the private contract for the payment of the abatement of nuisance, and directing the collecting of the cost of the abatement of nuisance from the owner of the property.
Next is resolution number R41, 2022, second reading.
I'll move we put resolution R41, 2022 on second reading.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Resolution number R41-2022, a resolution authorizing and directing Christina Collins, Finance Director or her designee, to enter into agreement with local government services for accounting services.
Move for adoption.
Second.
Roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes. New legislation in writing. First is resolution number R42, 2022, first reading.
I'll move we put resolution number R42, 2022 on first reading.
Second.
Discussion. Roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Resolution number R42-2022, a resolution confirming Joseph J. Denon, city manager of the city of Washington Courthouse, reappointment of Mr. Dane Blamer to the Historic District Review Board of the City of Washington Courthouse for a term concluding December 31st, 2025.
And finally, resolution number R 43/2022, first reading.
I'll move that we place resolution number R 43/2022 on first reading.
Second.
Discussion. Other than the fact that it's like going with the wind, or that is something else, that contract. Anyway, go ahead, roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes.
Resolution number R 43/2022, a resolution approving the contract with the American Federation of the State, County, and Municipal Employees Ohio Council 8, AFL-CIO, Local 3819.
Appreciate the work of those who got that together, both the union and Twin City. Kelly,
Yes, sir.
I think the city manager owes you lunch or something for reading all
I can
that.
do that.
Notice how I volunteered.
Sorry.
Anyway, that was a good job. Okay, we're ready for miscellaneous. I don't know where I started last time, but Mr. Chrisman, do you have anything?
Well, just like to thank all the guests we have here tonight. Reverend Harold here. While you're out doing the radio station, they don't come, you just run in, clear off, they don't even come around. Also, looking forward to the budget meeting. We have to get with Kelly and see what she's gonna fix for supper that night.
Ted.
I was thinking the same thing, Jim.
Ted's voting for pizza, I know that. That's about all I have. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we'll go to the other end. Caleb, what do you got?
Thank you as well to everyone who came. I am excited for something. I think Kendra will announce that though.
You're gonna let me?
It's cup related, yeah.
It's unrelated.
That sounds good though. So I'll let Kendra have that distinct pleasure.
Thank you.
Well, gee, Kendra, you might as well go ahead now. He's
Yeah.
kinda introduced you, so there you go.
Well, Friday is our shop hop, and most of the businesses are going to be having their Christmas kickoff. So all the businesses, from what I understand, the majority of them will have Christmas, whatever they're offering for Christmas. In addition, with lots of hard work, thanks to Chelsea and Joe, we will have the Dora for the first time on Friday night, which I'm really excited about. So the signs go up tomorrow according to service, and the cups should be in our hands by Friday, which means you will be able to purchase a beverage from one of the 4 locations, and you will be able to travel in that specific cup from shop to shop during shop hop hours. And so it's 5 to 8 p.m. on Friday. So I'm excited. It's fa-la-la, ready to kick off the holiday.
Okay, but it's just Friday, not Saturday.
Well, I believe that lots of businesses are having an open house on Saturday also, but
Door is
Saturday too.
What times on Saturday?
It's 12 to 10 p.m. on Saturday, 5 to 10 p.m.
The door, what time is the door on
It's
Saturday?
5
That's what
to-
she's talking about.
5
That's
to
what it
10
is.
p.m. on Friday and 12 p.m. I think to 10 p.m. on Saturday.
Okay, thank you.
Ted, what do you got?
Oh, I thought you wanted me to comment on that.
No?
When I think of this time of the season, I think of food.
Just this time of year.
Yeah, well, especially more. But, I really am looking forward to Thanksgiving. It's a special time, and Christmas too. Getting together with family and with 5 kids, it's hard to do a rotation anymore. You know, this parents-in-law's turn and that grandparents' turn and so on. So
We may not have anybody this year, but my wife and I'll have each other. It's something, but I look forward to it. I grew up outside of the country, and I had Thanksgiving with the natives in a foreign country, and my mother always, she never forgot that she was an American and the traditions and everything. And she always tried to do something really nice for Thanksgiving, and she would make turkeys out of crepe paper, set them on the table with candles. And one time somebody knocked the candle over and it caught a crepe paper turkey on fire. And we had a guest that we had bought the farm from, and he, traditionally, anybody that's anybody carries a pistol in their waistband. And so it's uncomfortable sitting at a table with that. So he had set it on the table, great big long thing, at least it looked that way to me. And he put the fire out with the barrel of that pistol. So anyway, for whatever that's worth, there was food involved.
Very good.
Thank you.
Mr. Blair, what have you?
It's hard to follow that.
Nobody can follow that. There's nothing you can say.
Sorry.
Well, I want to wish all the veterans of the county a happy Veterans Day this Friday.
That's right.
And especially my fellow veteran, Mr. Schultz. I hope that they are on, there's a lot going on in the community, free meals. Brewster's giving $10 off if you show your ID. Rusty Keg's giving you a free meal to show your ID. So there's no reason to go hungry if you're a veteran on Friday. So that's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
I tell you, there's a lot to follow there, isn't there? So, but yeah, that is Veterans Day. I forgot about this coming Friday, so you know that's going to be a big thing. And the shop hop is Friday. That's another big thing. The door up. So there's a lot of things going on this coming Friday. It's a very exciting day, it seems like. I want to congratulate the Washington Blue Lions on their very successful football year this year. They did fantastic. So they got beat last Friday night, but they made it quite a way. So that was a great thing. So, but looking forward to Thanksgiving and different things. Appreciate all of you showing up tonight. So hope you come back. So that's about all I have. Thank you very much. I can't follow Ted's story. That's way too much.
Well, I would just say again, to echo what Mr. Blair said, that I personally appreciate all those who have served our country. This is a great time to remember that, and especially the two sitting on either side of me, who I believe both served in the Air Force.
No.
Whoops.
No, he was Army.
No. I was he was in the Air Force. I was in the Army.
Backward, didn't it?
That's what I said.
That's what I said.
One of them was in the Army, one of
Was in
them
the Air Force.
Just don't lower the standards of the Air Force if I can.
Well, I have started a military fight.
Call it
We had,
805.
the Air Force helped us out.
Oh, here we
They were
go.
only backup.
Anyway, thanks to these two for their service. And our next meeting, for those of you who have been so loyal and attended, is not on a Wednesday evening. It is on a Monday evening, the 21st, rather than Wednesday, the night before Thanksgiving. And so our next meeting will be at 7:30 p.m. on the 21st. Just a reminder, and that's a reminder to people up here also.
You have to remind us also.
You're special tomorrow, don't
And that's just what I was gonna say, we have a special meeting tomorrow, and so at 10:30, so everybody keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Anything else I forgot that I need to mention?
No, the only thing on the special meeting would be the ASME legislation. So they would vote on that and then go on their way. It's not a real,
Few minutes.
So,
We'll be here for a little bit.
everybody tonight, read that whole contract. Haha. Okay,
Yeah, I did look through them.
okay. With that, we're going to go to executive session. Mr. Attorney, what do we need to say here?
Legal and contract issues concerning the possible purchase of certain real estate.
Okay, do we have a motion to go to executive session?
So moved.
Second.
Okay, wait a minute, and roll call.
Hernandez.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Schultz.
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Chrisman.
Yes.
Hawk.
Yes.
Lynch.
Yes, we're in executive session as of 8:05.
Oh, I gotta speak.